Dubrovnik is often called Croatia's most beautiful city. The country's most popular tourist destination, the port on the Adriatic Sea has some 40,000 residents. Its magnificent buildings bear witness to the city's long history, which dates back to the 3rd century AD. In 1979, UNESCO declared Dubrovnik's entire Old City district a World Cultural Heritage Site. The city has inspired artists for centuries, like Maja Kovačević, who was born here.
Dubrovnik is special because it has a strong bond between history and culture. When you pass the narrow street, you can see the different architecture from different period. You can see lots of different foreigners coming here, and by that lots of different cultures are meeting together.
You can get a good overview of Dubrovnik by taking a walk along the almost 2-kilometer-long city wall. Up to 25 meters high, it's dotted with defensive towers and forts. Most of these fortifications were built in the 14th century. Back then, Dubrovnik controlled trade in the Adriatic. An elevated walk around the old city wall is well worthwhile.
People should come on the city walls because they can see the different Dubrovnik from a different angle. I like to see the hidden gardens, which you cannot see when you're walking down the street. I like to see the red roofs, which is also one of the theme of my paintings.
The Stradun is the main street in the old city. After an earthquake destroyed parts of Dubrovnik in 1667, those areas were rebuilt in a unified Baroque style. One of the most important buildings in Dubrovnik is the Rector's Palace, built in Gothic and Renaissance styles in the 15th century. It used to be the seat of the city government. Another late Gothic and Renaissance building is the neighboring Sponza Palace, where merchants once gathered to do business. Right next to the city wall is the Franciscan Monastery. Striking colonnades surround the cloister garden. Here, the monks grew herbs that they made into medicines in the cloister pharmacy.
There's been a pharmacy here in the Franciscan Monastery since the 14th century. What's special about it is that from the beginning it wasn't just for the monks. It wasn't just for the city's rulers. It was for all of Dubrovnik's citizens.
Zrč mountain rises on the outskirts of the old city. You can reach its 400-meter summit on a 1-hour hike, or in just a few minutes with a cable car. Off the city's coast is the island of Lokrum. Monks settled here as early as the 10th century.
I like to come here to the walk because the colors are beautiful. I found the difference between the colors of the red roofs of the old town and the blue water and the sky.
And after a day spent exploring Dubrovnik, what better place to relax and enjoy the view of the old city than Banije Beach?